Hey guys, it's Seven. Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about future skills. Have you ever wondered if AI is going to take over the world? It's everywhere now, right? From self-driving cars to chatbots that seems to know everything. It can feel overwhelming, like we might lose our jobs to machines. I get it. The fear is real. But actually, Kate Daring talks about this in her book, The New Breed. She compares AI to how we once thought about wild animals. At first, humans were scared of animals because they were unpredictable. But over time, we learned to tame them, like dogs, horses, and cows, and they made our lives better. It's the same with AI. We can be the masters of these new creatures if we learn to work with them instead of fearing them. So, what should we learn? What skills will help us work better with AI in the future? I'm going to share 4 key skills from Bernard Marr's book, Future Skills. He lists 20 skills that we need to succeed in the digital world. You can check all of them in his book, but I will just focus on the 4 that I highly recommend. And trust me, these skills are game changers. The first skill is simple. Take care of yourself. I know you've heard it before. Eat healthy, work out, blah blah blah. But seriously, this is super important and it's not just about going to the gym or eating salads. There's a concept called SHADE, created by performance coach Sarah Minero. SHADE stands for sleep, hydration, exercise, and diet. It sounds simple, but if you don't get these basics right, everything else falls apart. Think about it. Have you ever tried to get through a day barely any sleep? It's like trying to drive a car with no gas. Or maybe you've been so busy you forgot to drink water, and by mid-afternoon your brain feels foggy. Exactly. Your body and brain need fuel to function, just like your phone needs to be charged. You would not expect your phone to last all day without charging it, right? Same goes for us. Shade keeps us charged so we can perform at our best in this fast-paced world. And before mastering any fancy AI skills, start with the basics. Sleep enough, drink water, move your body, and eat well. Get this right, and trust me, you will be unstoppable. The second part, curiosity plus lifelong learning. If I had to pick the most important skill from future skills, it would be this one, curiosity plus lifelong learning. Curiosity drives us to explore, ask questions, and dig deeper. But here's a catch. True curiosity thrives when you are humble enough to admit that you don't know everything. There's a great example in Good to Great by Jim Collins. He studied the world's most successful CEOs and found that one of their key traits was humility. These leaders were not the loudest in the room or the most confident ones. They stayed open-minded and curious about what they did not know. That's what made them great. Now, let's talk about lifelong learning. To stay relevant, curiosity is not enough. You also need a mindset that embraces learning and growth. Psychologist Carol Dweck explained this in her book, Mindset, the New Psychology of Success. Well, a growth mindset means believing you can improve with effort. Instead of saying, I'm just not good at this, you start thinking, I can get better if I working on it. That shift keeps you open to learning, even when you hit challenges. So here's the key. Curiosity is powered by humility. When you are humble, you stay open to new ideas, which keeps your curiosity alive. And with a growth mindset, you are not just curious, you are committed to learning for life. These 2 traits will help you thrive in the future. Now, let's dive into creativity. We've talked about this in our previous video, how to achieve the impossible. Creativity is not just about having great ideas. Lots of people have brilliant ideas, but without action, those ideas are useless. Action is what turns an idea into reality. Anthropologist Augustine Fuentes, in his book The Creative Spark, talks about how humans evolved by turning imagination into reality. Creativity helped us invent tools, build shelters, and tame animals. It's not just about imagine, it's about acting on those ideas. That's what makes us different from any other species. Now, fast forward to today. Creativity is becoming even more valuable. In A Whole New Mind, Daniel Pink explains how traditional left-brain thinking, which is logical, linear problem solving, is becoming less important. Instead, right brain skills like creativity and empathy are taking center stage. Pink calls this the conceptual edge, where people who think creatively will have the advantage. So, how can you get more creative? Richard Branson has a great tip. He calls it connecting the dots. Creativity comes from linking different problems, ideas, and challenges together. So when you start seeing patterns, that's where creativity sparks. And most importantly, it's not something you're born with. You get developed by seeking new experiences and perspectives. Remember, creativity is not just about thinking, it's about acting. By learning to connect the dots, you can spark creativity and achieve the impossible. Alright, the last skill is building your personal brand. This is becoming more important every day. Jeff Bezos once said, "Your brand is what people say about you when you are not in the room." Think about that for a second. What do people say about you? What do you want them to say? So, how do you build a strong personal brand? Here are 3 steps. The first, position your brand. Figure out what your brand stands for. What's your label? Are you an AI learner, a solopreneur, or maybe a YouTuber? When people think of a certain topic, you want them to think of you. Next, share what you are learning. Don't be afraid to share what you are learning. You don't need to be an expert to start. Sharing your learning process can help you learn better, just like what I'm doing now here on YouTube. You can start anywhere. Let people see your journey. It shows you are growing and add values to others. Finally, connect with high-quality people. Build relationships with high-quality people, both online and offline. It's not about the numbers of connections, but the quality. Engage with people who inspire you, who give you energy, and who help you grow. These connections will shape how your personal brand grows. So, what do you want your personal brand to say about you? Start positioning yourself, share your journey, and connect with the right people. Your personal brand is in your hands. Build it with intention. Let's quickly recap the 4 skills we covered today. First, take care of yourself. You cannot perform at your best if you are running an empty. Second, stay curious and keep learning. Humility and a growth mindset are key in a constantly changing world. Third, creativity is all about thinking and acting. And finally, building your personal brand matters more than ever, especially in today's digital world. So start working on these skills today. Whether it's getting a better sleep, being open to new ideas, taking action on that creative spark, or building connections that matters, take that first step. Big or small, just keep moving forward. Fighting, see you in the next video. Bye bye.